Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here to work on Roxy's weekly challenge. So excited. I love her challenges every week. She puts them out on Monday, her video, and challenges to do whatever she's doing that week or something similar. And so that's what I do. I just do put my own spin on whatever. And I just work with my items that I have and do something similar to what she does. And since my videos are only 30 minutes usually, and hers are 45, I kind of do a little bit off video and then come and show you, what I'm working on. So this morning I did a little bit of, I worked on some envelopes. And so this week's challenge is she was making book page envelopes and decorating them with, she's not decorating them, or I think mostly she wasn't decorating them, like solidly decorating them, but just with bits and pieces of scraps and things. So these two right here I made from index pages from my journal that I'm working on right now, the Garden Binder Journal. And so these were index pages, so you can see the index right here. And I like index pages for using those for bases for anything, tags, journal cards, envelopes. I just really like index pages for that. I mean, you think they're the boring pages in the back, right? But I like the columns of text and the letters. Like this has the red letters, and then you see them under whatever you're doing, and I just think they look really cool. So that's what these two are made from. This one's done. So I'll show you. I have 4 bits here. So I put a piece of paper back there. Here's a little lined kind of piece of ephemera that was printable. This was kind of like origami paper, a little label that I printed out, and then this is a piece of Tim Holtz. And then on the back I have some of this scrap doily right here. It was from like a paper doily placemat that I had in my scrap box. I have all these things handy right here, which I'll show you as we're working, but I cut a piece off and put it on the flap, and I'm going to call this one done. And then this one I was doing the same thing, and I thought I better turn on my camera before I actually get done with this because I did these 4 already I'm working on. And so so this video will be short. It's not going to be 30 minutes long because I think I already did at least 20 minutes of work. But this one, these envelopes are glued, on the sides so that we have our envelope and our flap. And then this piece, I put several pieces on here. This is like a little coupon. This is some paper like printed leftover from a design team project. A label. This one says be careful. This one I just showed you says be fearless, and a Tim Holtz person. And I'm about to add a little doily piece on the back here too on this flap. So I'm trying to use some of this scrap. So I'm just kind of measuring like this and cutting. I'm going to cut right here. And then I'm cutting with my scissors. I have my little paper cutter. Well, I actually have both my paper cutters, my little one and my big one. But since doilies are so delicate, I'm just using my scissors so I don't kind of mess it up with my paper cutter in some way. I can just picture it getting all kind of wrinkled in there or something. So just using my scissors to cut. Hopefully I can cut a pretty much straight line here. And glue this down on my flap. So I think the contrast of this white and these browning pages look really nice together as a contrast in colors and neutrals. So, and I just use my art glitter glue on doilies usually if I'm gluing them down, because you don't need anything stronger on a doily. I just used this, and you saw me when I was starting the video putting my pin in there. But we love art glitter glue, even though it's temperamental. Little nozzle likes to give us a hard time. So if I can get my pin in here, I'll get it going again. This is the trick. Turn, loosen it up. I don't know what happens in there, but that usually works and gets it going again for some reason. But yeah, if my nozzle gets really jammed up in some way, like this is a fairly new bottle, or it actually isn't new bottle. Like I didn't just open it, but it's only been open for a week or two. So it's pretty new, but if it gets going where it's near the end and my nozzle's getting jammed up or something really bad, I take it off and go rinse it out with some warm water in the sink in the kitchen and get it all clean and ready to go again to finish out the bottle. But I put my drain, the thing you put in your drain, the little block thing, not block, that little metal thing you put inside your drain to keep water in. I put that in my drain so that I don't accidentally, if I drop that little, say I take that little metal piece off, and I know if I drop it, it's going right down the drain. I only have one. So I put my little metal drain thingy in there. So if I do drop it, it's not going to be gone forever. Yeah, I don't trust myself. I know in the bathroom, in my bathroom where I get dressed in the morning, I have one of my drains doesn't have the little thing in it. It's been taken out for some reason. But you know, the little thing where you push it down and it keeps water in? Yeah, it's not in there. So I know if I drop, like I'm putting my earrings on in there in the morning, and I have that little thing you put on the back of your earring to keep it on your ear. If I drop it in there, it's going down the drain and I'm never going to. Or if I'm taking my vitamins in there or something, I have some vitamins in there. Taking my vitamins and I drop one in there, it's going down the drain. I'm never seeing it again. So I have done that, and I'm like trying to catch it before it goes down the drain. So pretty funny. Anyway, there we go. Nice little decoration there on our flap. Now I can decorate this too, and this one I might put a little something on there because, well, let's see, how did I do this? Oh, this one I did, the words are up right here and they're upside down over here. So this is covered up where the upside down words are, and this is not. So this one I might leave just because the words are upright, and I like seeing like what it was, like what did I start with, an index page. This one, the words are upside down, so I might cover this one up. It doesn't matter. You can have upside down words, but let's see if we have a piece of pretty paper we can put there. This is calling me right here. This is left from, what is this left from? I'm not sure. It's left from something, and so I'm going to put it right here. I think, will that go with the front? Let me look at that again. Yes, it will. Okay. So I'm going to measure it to kind of pretty much cover up. It doesn't have to go all the way to the sides. And I'm going to tear it with my ruler. I don't use a tear ruler. I just use my regular ruler. And put the flat side. There's like kind of a rigid side over here with two ridges. And this side is a flat. So I want, if I tear over here, it gives me a nice, if I can keep my paper from moving, it gives me a nice straight edge. Let me pull it down tighter. You have to hold it down tight, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I've done this many times, so I wasn't pressing down hard enough. So that's over here. And now I need to measure, so it's going to be cut off here in the right place. And you can use your scissors too. I just kind of think this torn edge would look pretty on this one. Trying to get it straight there. Okay, I think that might be straight. Let's see. We'll see after we tear it. Yep, that's good. Okay. So now we have, that'll look pretty together on the back. So we'll just glue that down with some, and I'm going to leave it like this. I'm not going to do any more layering on the back. I would like to keep these flat if possible to be able to stick them into a pocket or like a belly band or tuck spot in a journal type thing. So there we go. And so I'm just, I didn't print anything special for this. These are just leftovers from design scene projects that I didn't, you don't want to throw that pretty paper away that you used your ink on and your paper on. So, when I have leftovers, I just put them in my scrap bin. There we go. So that one's done. And this one's done. I'm going to leave. That one's so pretty now. It makes me want to put something over here, doesn't it? It really does. Let's go ahead and do that because I love that. Isn't that pretty? And this one has a pretty butterfly on it. Is it big enough though? Not really big enough. Let's see what else I have here. I mean, it could be okay, but, well, you know what I could do? Let's see. I need to be more open-minded sometimes. I just kind of like, it won't fit, I can't use it, okay? But I need to think about that for 2 seconds and say, yes, I can use it if I kind of do something, kind of think outside my box, you know what I mean? That's a little hard sometimes for me to think outside my box, but I try. So there we go. See, that would be pretty. Well, let's put it, and then when you open up, you have a pretty butterfly, and there we go. I'll put it in the middle or to the sides, one of the sides. Oh, I like it on this side. Okay, that's what we're doing. I got a little kind of something to tear off there. And there we go. See, now we were able to use that scrap because I kind of like said, Sheree, hello. Think outside your box for 2 seconds and you can figure this out. All right. All right, so putting it over to the side, and I've got this piece going down to the bottom, so that's why I'm putting it there. And now this is decorated, and you can still see some of the index, which I like. There we go. Yeah, I like that better. Got a loose piece of doily here. I don't want anything loose on the doily so it doesn't, like, you know, tear later or something. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue right here. Get those little pieces down permanently, hopefully. Let's see, there's another piece right there. Okay. All right, I think that's down. So I hope everyone's warming up where you are, that the spring is giving you some warmth from the cold winter. Yeah. Last week we had a really nice warm week. Like it got up to almost 70 one day or a couple days. And this week we've had another kind of not super cold, but you know, not as warm as last week. So it's kind of like, oh man, where did our warm weather go? It was so nice last week. It's sunny and it didn't rain. I know we need rain, but we've had so much rain over the winter that I thought, okay, we can not have rain for a while now. And my daffodils are blooming. So I'm ready, you know, spring is springing. And okay, so these two you saw. This one is done on this side. I've got a label with a little Tim Holtz butterfly. So I want to do something to this side. Let's see. And then we might finish this one. This one is, see, this one's book pages. This is a book page. This is an old book page. And one, you know, some nights or any night or some nights a while ago, I just folded all of these into envelopes, sewed around the whole edge. Like I sewed around to sew them, the sides together I sewed, but then I went ahead and sewed the bottom all the way up here and around so that the whole envelope would have that stitching around it. And on some of them, I put some strips on the back flap to use up some of my, you know, scrap strips. So I have all those to decorate. This is just a regular envelope that I received from Sincerely Serena in my snail mail bundles I ordered from her. And it's pretty on the back, but I thought this front needed something, so I put these pieces on. Let's see, looks like we need a little bit of glue right there. And then I'm looking now for something to put right here, like a little label or something. And then we can decorate more if we have time. Whoops, let me take my pin out of there. Nope, no glue came out. There we go. I hear birds chirping. Can you hear that? You maybe can't hear it. It's outside, of course. Of course, it's outside. Okay, so we want to label here. This side's already decorated. So we finished these two. Where's my other little envelope I was working on? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this one we need to decorate the back of. This one we need to find a label for. Let's see, can we put this on here in any way? I really love this little flower right here, and it can go there, but I kind of want something maybe, if I have a label you can write on, that would be cool. So these are all my bits from my snail mail little organizer basket. that I pulled out. Lots of little bits here. Here's some stamps. Let me put those over there. I was looking for those a few minutes ago. Here's some acetate, more stamps, more stamps, more acetate, doilies. Oh, I was thinking about making envelopes out of these. These are the bird pages that I pulled out from my bird book for a snail mail. I was making a snail mail ephemera folder. Aren't they pretty? But they're in my scraps now. They're scraps because I used, well, these I used part of, and these I didn't use yet. So if we have time, we can make envelopes out of those. Let me clean up here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, and then I have my scrap bin. So I'm looking for maybe a label to go here and something to decorate this with. So let's see, on the front we have the label and the butterfly. Let's see, let's look for something butterfly-ish back here. This has some butterflies. Oh, here's a pretty piece of paper. Let's see. These are pretty pieces of paper too. Any labels? Flowers. Let me look at these papers here. We have a picture, like a photo, some photos. We have a film strip or a negative type of thing. Okay, so let's see. Let's see here. A butterfly, acetate butterfly might look pretty. Let's see how this works. Are these stickers? Oh, they are sticker. This is sticker on the back. This is sticky. But how do you do that? I think I'm going to try to cut this, like cut up to get one of these butterflies. I'm just going to leave it on this backing and cut up there and cut one of the butterflies out. And let's see, this one on the front is kind of orangey. So I'm going to get that orangey one. Kind of looks like a monarch butterfly. Right up here. There's some buttons there too. Isn't that cute? I think I got this from Sincerely Serena also. Oh, I have all my In Love Arts down there in YouTube. Your Creative Studio. Oh, here's some numbers. Those would be cute. I'm going for this butterfly though. I'm not used to working with acetate. I'm kind of just getting used to it. You know, trying to get used to it. If you know what I mean. Like, if you've never worked with something like this, it's kind of takes some time to kind of like teach yourself how to use it and how it works. So I cut it out. Oh, it's peeling right off. Okay. And I've got a white piece here where I cut it out. So let's cut that off. I don't want to try to ink that or anything. I just want to make it go away. So there we go. I mean, I can ink it. I just didn't want that much white on there. So let's, I'm going to put glue on the back of this to make sure it sticks down. I think I'm going to put it right here on the flap. But I want to ink around the edges a little bit just to see what that does on acetate. That is sticking to me. That's what that is, some paper there sticking. Sorry, I got a black thing. It's just paper from, what is that from? From the acetate? I don't know. It just got there from something I'm working with here. Okay. I don't like my fingers dirty. Oh, I have a baby wipe here. I'll grab that in a second. Yeah, I was cleaning off my desk before the video. Wiped off my desk, cleaned up, got it all nice and clean. Clean slate. Oh, it's coming off. Oh, my word. Okay, you guys, I told you I'm learning how to use this, right? It comes off. I didn't know. Oh, I kind of ruined that one. All right, you can't touch that? I never had that happen before. All right, that's what that is. I didn't know. You saw me learn right here. I told you I was learning. And now it's stuck to my finger. Look at that. I'm going to have to go and scrub my hands with soap and water, hot soap and water or something. It won't even come off my finger. Okay, it's like permanent. Okay, let's try the other one. Since that one didn't work out well, I can't touch the butterfly, huh? I don't know. Maybe it's just this type of acetate you can't touch. Very strange. I had no idea. Okay. You can't touch it with, I don't know what I did there. I'm sorry to be so clueless, but I did say I was learning how to use acetate. But I have used a few acetate pieces and that didn't happen. So I'm not going to touch the butterfly this time. And I'm going to leave it like that. Don't touch the butterfly. I would like to ink it though. I think I'll ink it now before I take the backing off. Just because I want it to have some kind of finished edge here. See how it finishes it off? Can you see that a little bit? Okay. That was weird how that just came off. I had no idea. I wish I wouldn't have ruined my butterfly. Okay, so let's be careful. Apparently I have to be careful now. Okay, so I'm going to peel this off the back again. That other one came off so easy. Now this one's going to give me a hard time. Now here it comes. Okay, I'm just catching the corner this time. And I'm going to put some glue. Let's use, I think I've been using mostly art glitter glue on these acetate pieces and it's worked well. It's glued it down, plus it doesn't show usually because, or it's never showed before, because art glitter glue, for one, art glitter glue dries clear. And then I have been doing this too. Kind of smearing it out so it doesn't have like globs or anything in the back. And so my plan was to put this right here in the middle. Okay. And it looks pretty. Just don't touch it till it dries and you will be good to go. I'm afraid to touch it now. Now I'm paranoid. Okay, so let me get my little baby wipe. My baby wipe's drying. I need a wet one. Okay, so that looks pretty. I'm tempted to just leave it like that, but let me get rid of some of my stuff here, my garbage and this, more trash here. And I want to see if I want to put anything down here. Got some pretty flowers. This would look pretty, these flowers right here. Or I can just picture these, or these, nope, these two right here. I think I'll tear around them actually. And just kind of fussy tear around these flowers. And that'll be our little decoration on the back here. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to shape this a little bit and not have just some like a rectangle or something. So that's why I'm fussy tearing around it. See how it's kind of like that. And then also, so we can like, see, it would look cute just like that. Or if we ink it, it'll make it stand out a little bit more and finish our edges. So that's kind of, I mean, that's a lot of reason why I use this ink sometimes, just to give things a finished look. You know, I like the distressed and the vintage, but I think I like the finished look even more. And then it just is like a little bonus that you get the the vintage look out of it too. But see how cute it looks now? There we go. Okay, awesome. Let's glue that down. We'll have another one done. That's probably too much glue, but it won't come up, that's for sure. Okay, so we have a little decoration here. There we go. So if you have any questions about what I'm doing today, just let me know. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think, but, you know, always glad to answer questions. Okay, so we did 3. Yep, these are completely done. And the other one we wanted to finish was this one. I wanted to put something in the middle right there. And I wanted something you could write on. So let's look for that. I would love to do those bird envelopes, but I don't think we're going to have time. And see, how would a little doily piece look in the middle? I'm talking about this little piece in the middle of the doily. I don't think I have it. Let me look at my scrap bin here. Here's my scrap bin. Let's put these back over here. Let's look in here for a second, see what we have. We've got all kinds of pretty papers in here, unfortunately, or fortunately. I like to keep my scrap bin under control, so this is getting a lot for me. What is this? Let me get the envelope over here so we can see our colors. What did I just see? This is gray. Yeah, so this would make we can make a little label out of this. Possibly. It's a little kind of like not enough color though. I would like something with a little bit more. If I could find something purple, that would be perfect. There's purple, but it's... I want something you can write on. That would be awesome. How about a piece of ledger paper? Oh, that would be cool. Or here's a piece of green paper. See, it's light enough to write on. Oh, that would be pretty. The green, or let's see what the ledger looks like. I don't know about the ledger. Oh, look, here's a piece of Edith Holden in here. I just want to make sure I don't have any labels. Oh, here's another piece of ledger. This is a piece of printed ledger. How would that look? Ooh, that could look pretty, but I don't know. I don't know. That green didn't that green look perfect? That green does look perfect. And it's light enough you can write on. Any actual, like, line things in here that are... I had the two ledgers that didn't look right, though, so I just want to see if there's any line, like, label or little tickets or something in here. And I'm not seeing anything. Here's some green, this kind of masking paper. Ooh, that could look good, too. Or maybe a combination. Okay, I think we're going to go with that. I don't see any little labels in here that are hanging out in here, so let's do this, something with these two. So let's see what we're going to do quickly here before my video cuts off. All right, so I'm going to cut or tear a piece of this. Where's my ruler? Getting excited now, right? We need a small piece, like a little rectangular square. So let's do something like this. I want it big enough so this can go, but I can't cover up any of that. Let's see how much space I have there. All right, something like this. Okay, see if I can tear this. Yep, it's tearing nice. All right, and then, so it would go about like right there. Tear this. We have a nice little square. Let's see, is it too big? It's covering up my trying to cover up my flower right there. Is it? So I just need to cut. I'm going to have to cut this. I can't tear that little sliver. It's just too too small to grab. Okay, so I can glue that down, and then I could do this. Make a little something like that, a little layered kind of tag looking thing. So, and I want it to go out and over to the flower, but not cover up the flower, not right to the flower, so something like that. Let's see, this is thicker cardstock. Let me see if I can tear it at all. Yeah, I can tear it carefully so it doesn't just go crazy. Okay, and then so something like that. And I need to tear some off the bottom here, about 1/4 of an inch. Let's see if it'll tear for me again. About right there. Something like that. I think I can grab that. Okay. Now, so it'd be like this. And like this. And then we'll have ourselves a little kind of writing spot on the front of this. Okay, yeah, I like that. I think, yes. I don't have time to think about it really though, so I'm going to do that. All right, art glitter glue. Let's get it done. And I'll check my time after this and see if we have any more time. But I did, like I said, take about 20 minutes beforehand. So really, I'm not supposed to take any more time, am I? Probably. Okay, let's get this flat. You don't want it wrinkled. Get it flat. Okay, it's on there. It's not going past the bottom of the envelope. Oh, this I need to ink a little bit because it's got that white torn edge. We want to cover that up. So this is just ink left on there from just when we were using it just now and previous probably. So I can just use my leftover ink and kind of get it used on here, and then glue this down like that. So a little bit more glue on here. Let's get it on the edges. This edge needs some more. All right, I think that's about it, guys. Probably all I have time for. So we did those. We finished off some and, you know, had some fun decorating these envelopes. I think they came out really cute. Trying to get that straight. But thanks for watching today. We did all of these. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and hope you take on Roxy's challenge, weekly challenge. See you next time. Happy crafting.